What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 49, and today we are returning with 3 more games of Aston Villa and some massive ones as well. And on the back of no wins in our last 4 games and 2 defeats in our last 3, we really need to get it sorted at a crucial stage of the season. Our first game today is at home to Rubin Kazan in our 4th game of the Champions League group stage, where we really need to return to winning ways after our loss to Barcelona in our last European game. Then we've got Manchester United at home, where after our last game in the league we lost to Manchester City. Again, we need to return to winning ways. Then there's an international break, and then we've got Southampton away at St Mary's to end today's episode off as well. Plus, there'll also be our first ever scouting updates from our new 3 countries as well: Peru, South Korea, and Egypt too. And I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to the games as well. So first game, Rubin Kazan, let's get the win. And as we do dive straight into the first game of today's episode, and welcome the Russians here to Villa Park. This is a crucial game in the Champions League group stage, even just half the group in, because if we see Schalke beat Barcelona tonight and we fail to win, then we'll drop down to 3rd place with just 2 games to go. Crucial game, got to return to winning ways here. So back to the 3-5-2 after our failed experiment in the last episode, playing a 4-1-2-1-2 wide against Manchester City. Did not work at all, but loads and loads and loads of change to our lineup, including Ashley Young starting, I believe, for the first time this season, wearing the armband as well, with Pajac on the right-hand side of our 3-5-2. And up top together, Jonathan Kodjia and Christian Benteke in a little bit of a mini goal-scoring slump. Hopefully he'll sort it today, and we'll get the win. Come on, Aston Villa, we desperately need it.
A couple of exceptional talents in a really good game that we might be focusing on.
Well, 2 excellent attacking players we are treated to seeing. I'm really enjoying good seasons, and I'm expecting a bit more of the same today.
I don't want to see our winless run get extended to 5 games, particularly not in a big game in the group, with Manchester United at home to come in the next game in just 3 days' time. So this is a big game psychologically and in terms of the points we can pick up as well. So we've got to come through and get this win as Pajac down the right-hand side gets around his man and crosses. Good start to the game here as Ross Barkley volleys it just wide the post. But Pajac, first start this season for him in the right side of our 3-5-2. I should be playing him more. You saw last season how good he is. His crosses are on point always. Such a great player to have in this team. The problem is we've got so many great wide midfielders / wing backs. It's hard to get him into the team really, as Carlos Eduardo fires Rubin Kazan into an early lead. 7 minutes in, he shushes the home crowd, and Rubin Kazan have stunned us here at Villa Park, and our very poor run of form may continue. It was a nice ball down the right hand side, played into Carlos Eduardo, and a brilliant finish past Alex McCarthy, and it's 1-0 early to Rubin Kazan, just like it was in Russia. Terrible start, and now what are we made of? If we lose this game, we're in deep trouble heading into the final 2 matches of the group. Absolute nightmare start to the game, still trailing by 1. Need a response, need an equaliser. Who can stand up and deliver one for us? Kodji's cross deflects and misses everyone, as Ozdoev will play it back to Campbellov, and the Russians will escape, still up by a goal, and in their bid to possibly have any chance of qualifying, they need to win tonight, you feel, and right now they are, as Tom Kearney rolls it in, and Lewis with a great through ball to find Barkley, has Kodjia with him, and it will drop to Jonathan. Can he get a shot away? Yes, he can! Oh, yes! Jonathan Kodjia with a wonderful goal makes it Aston Villa 1, Rubin Kazan 1, and our top scorer in Europe does it once again. He signed a contract extension and he marks it with one of the most important goals in his career. Barkley lost out, but it dropped to Kodjia, and what a goal from 20 yards right into the top corner. And this guy, our midweek European and Cup striker, always delivers when we need him to the most. What a goal by Jonathan. Aston Villa 1, Rubin Kazan 1. What a strike. And that is going to do it for half time, with Jonathan Kodjia signing that contract extension in the last episode. We wanted him on a 2-year deal. The chief exec put him on a 4-year deal. That will keep him until he retires, and I'm glad the chief exec did give the additional 2 years, because Jonathan Kodjia is such an important player, such an important goal. Aston Villa 1, Rubin Kazan 1, 45 minutes to go, and what a massive second half we've got to come here at Villa Park. Good news is right now that Barcelona are beating Schalke at the Veltins Arena, as they will further extend their gap at the top of the group. And we know they're going to finish as group winners. We've known that since the group started. But for us, we've got to finish in second. If we're going to do that, we need to keep on winning. Benteke takes his time, sets himself, finds space to shoot and scores as well. And for Christian Benteke, it is redemption. No goals in his last few games, but a big one here as he kisses the badge. Aston Villa 2, Rubin Kazan 1, and we take the lead 52 minutes in. Had to play that situation perfectly. Jonathan was there and waiting for the cutback, but Christian said no. You scored in the first half, I want to score in the second half and make sure we get this comeback sorted, as we have come from behind, doing what we did all throughout Season 1 and lots of Season 2 as well. We're still the comeback kings, we always will be. Aston Villa 2, Rubin Kazan 1, and it's great to see Christian notch up once again. Oh, Christian Benteke. Haven't sang that in a while, haven't had a chance to, but here come Rubin Kazan, and Charlie Musonda has made it 2-2. What a game. This is just like the game we faced against them on match day 1 in Russia. Musonda, the young talent, goes into the area unmarked, fires it past McCarthy, and it's 2-2. I wish I could play these guys every week, because the 2 games we've had have been absolutely fantastic. Both scorelines 2-2. But you still feel there might be more goals to come in this one and more late twists in the tail as Rubin looked to get in front for the second time tonight. Ball played through to Musonda, looking for his second goal of the game. Great save by McCarthy, beats it away, straight to a Rubin player. Danger not fully away. Rashina tackled and Kearney gets it clear to Young. And the danger now fully away. What a game this has been as Benteke can't find Kodjia and Rubin clear. 22 minutes to go. Can either side claim a massive victory on match day 4? One late chance as Brereton wins it back to win the game here as Ben goes down left-hand side. Ball off the bench for the final few minutes for the pace. Here he is. Kodjia's at the back post. I'll aim for him and it goes. Jonathan, free header. Oh no! What a miss! That was the chance. Brereton's cross, Kodjia free header 6 yards out, and I somehow put it wide, and it goes harmlessly behind for a goal kick. And what a missed opportunity to win the game and give us the 3 points. I don't think there'll be any more time for another chance. Rashina lost out to Pajac, and the referee blows for full time there. Aston Villa 2, Rubin Kazan 2, and a golden chance to win the game right at the end spurned. And if Barcelona did beat Schalke, it's not a bad point, but you can see what it means. What a win that would have been. But instead, it finishes all square, just like in Russia on match day 1. And I think the draw was the right result. You've got to credit Rubin. Both games we've played against them have been great. And we said that us two would probably be the weakest sides in the group. Well, we're trying to make a claim that we could both qualify. That was a great game, and once again, that was a really fun match against the Russian side. I think I will give man of the match to Benteke for the goal, but I also thought that Carlos Eduardo for Rubin was great in this game. Really, really hard to stop. So I'll share man up between the 2 goal scorers. In a 4-goal thriller once again. Barcelona did beat Schalke, which is good for us because we know they're going to top the group as we try and finish second. The group table will be on the screen right now. We still are in second with 2 massive tough games to come. Barcelona at home match day 5, and then Schalke on match day 6 away at the Veltins Arena. Oh, that is a big, big, big missed opportunity. And our winless streak now extended to 5 games as well. And just before the second game of 3 today, a big clash between 2nd and 4th at Villa Park as we take on Manchester United. There are monthly scouting updates from our scouts that have been sent out on a new 9-month missions. And let's find out what players they've picked up to begin with. So Peru is the first nation, of course, we have chose. And I have to say, we've not got off to a great start here. Unfortunately, some very poor players, unfortunately, from our first month mission with Peru. That could improve over time. Second one is South Korea, and that's a much better start. Il Young Ko, 17 years old, 6'4". Oh yeah, that's much more like it. Peru not great to start off with. Hopefully that'll improve, but a very good start with South Korea, no question. Anyone else that could go in the academy after the first month's worth of scouting? I don't think there's anyone that's going to be. He could be alright. That's good enough to make the cut straight away. Although he could be Ji Hugh Gill, and as could Yoon Jin Park. We'll continue scouting on him. And the third and final scout is based in Egypt right now as we look for the next Mohamed Salah. This guy's not going to make the cut. This guy's not going to make the cut. That guy could be alright. Continue scouting on him. Continue scouting on him. and we will reject him, and we will reject him as well. So a couple of good Korean talents picked up to our academy then. We'll quickly find out. I'm excited about that goalkeeper, just how good they are. Going to our academy real briefly, and let's find out. Well, there's Ji-Hugh Gill, 57 overall, 74, 94 potential. Could be all right. A left-footed right midfielder. And there he is, Il Young Ko, 62 overall, 83, 94 potential. We'll keep him in the academy for now, but this could be a really good young Korean shot stopper to join Icardi, the Italian, and also Laura Ramos, the Spaniard as well. We're getting some good young talents in the goalkeeper position, liking it a lot. So moving on to the second of 3 games today, staying here at Villa Park, we're returning to matters in the Premier League, and after no wins in our last 5, this is a big test for us if we're to get our first in 6. We welcome Manchester United in a second versus 4th clash in right now what is quite a condensed top half of the table as we try and return to winning ways here. We're sticking with the 3-5-2 for the game. It's going to come good, trust me, it's the way we play, but making lots of change to our lineup, including Tyler Adams getting a rare start in the defensive midfield role alongside Fabian Delph. But for Manchester United's team, very good 4-2-3-1 and a really threatening attack with Marcus Rashford on the left, Corona on the right, Sabitzer the cam, and Romelu Lukaku the striker as well. So big test for us to return to winning ways. We normally step it up at home against the big teams in the Premier League like we did all of last season. So let's do it again and get our first win here in a while. Come on, Aston Villa. When you think about some of the wins we had last year in the Premier League against big name teams, we thrashed Arsenal on the opening day. We thumped Manchester City for, I believe, our biggest win of the series so far. We beat Chelsea. We beat what were an undefeated Spurs side as well. So we are more than capable of stepping it up against the big teams, particularly at Villa Park, like we did for a lot of last season too. So big test of our character, and whilst I would take a point in this game, I feel like after a really poor run of form, we need a win. As Grealish finds Benteke, and now Brereton on the ball has 2 black shirts to beat. He's going to try and do it all himself though. Oh, what a run! What a run! What a run by Brereton! And De Gea makes the save. Brilliant run from Ben, but De Gea with the stop keeps it at 0-0. But that's the start we need. Come on! That's report in the first half. Still tied at 0-0 as Manchester United haven't really attacked us that much, but we can't break them down really. We had one chance where Brereton was inside after a lovely solo run, but De Gea with the save has kept the score scoreless. But can we strike just before half-time? Benteke! 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 No! He broke his goal drought against Rubin. It should have been 2-2, but he fires it wide of the post and behind for a goal kick, and another big missed opportunity in 2 games. And that right now is a sign of what we're all seeing. We're a team low on confidence, low in belief, and another golden chance missed in a really, really crucial game. Got to take those. 56 minutes into the game, still currently deadlocked at 0-0 as Corona is fouled but continues to keep possession, so they'll play advantage to Red Devils as Marcus Rashford sees Messina on the overlap, and a great chance here for Mourinho's men to take the lead here. Messina crosses to the middle, Stones defends very well, Benteke flicks on, and maybe a chance actually on the break. Ben Brereton, who we know's got the pace, has Benteke with him, and I'll roll it back to Ben, and this time surely, no, De Gea with the same for the 3rd time today. I've missed a golden chance to give us a crucial goal. Still 0-0. Corner headed away. Tyler Adams shot blocked and away by Manchester United. You can't miss those sort of chances, man. Big games, big moments, and I've messed up on 3 separate occasions. And that's the trackpad. Manchester United pressing for a late winning goal here in a game where we have played better but haven't taken the chances to give us the 3 points. And it's going to be another big missed opportunity come the final whistle, unless we can leave it late to claim the victory. Shook to Benteke. Benteke to Grealish. Brereton. Bustos. This time. Fabricio. Yo, off the post. Off the post. I can't believe it. 4th time in 2 games I've missed a golden opportunity to give us the winner. I don't believe it. The wait for another Aston Villa win is set to be extended, and it could get even worse. Eric Bailly turns it home, and Manchester United have won it against the run of play. It's the catchphrase that I've been saying for a number of years. If you don't take your chances, you will get punished. Our first loss at home this season comes courtesy of Mourinho's Red Devils, and the Ivorian says to Christian Benteke and Fabricio Bustos, that's how you finish under pressure. 1-0, game over, and what a sickening blow as our wait for a win streak continues, and it's now, is that 3 defeats in our last 4 games, or is it 3 and 4 out of 3 and 5, 3 and 4, 3 and 5, one of the two, and this is just disastrous. Aston Villa 0, Manchester United 1. And I have totally blown it. Missed opportunities cost us in the end. Our general play wasn't the best. We created some really good clear-cut opportunities. But I totally choked when going through one-on-one on 3 separate occasions, whereas Eric Bailly was as cool as a cucumber. And that's why he'll get man of the match for helping Manchester United keep the clean sheet and scoring the only winning goal of the game. Aston Villa 0, Manchester United 1. And it has been a decent start to the season despite this poor run of form, but after this barren run of form, well, we're going to be wondering when's the next win coming, because it needs to be soon, otherwise we are going to slide down this table and we'll struggle to get back up it. So it is indeed 3 defeats in 5, no wins in 6, and also it's worth noting that for a high-scoring team such as ourselves, there's been no goals in 3 of our last, is it 6 games? Yeah, 3 of our last 6. We've failed to score as well. So it's been a poor run of form for Aston Villa, but the good news is there's an international break coming, and we desperately needed this. Finland and Saudi Arabia in 2 international friendlies with America, which of course we'll simulate. This is exactly what we needed. It's come at the right time. A bad run of form. We need a break. We need to refresh, re-energise, and recharge, and hopefully come back a better team, and hopefully beat Southampton away at St Mary's, because at the moment we're set for a winless month for November. Oh, this isn't what I want to see. Dale Fry pulled his hamstring on international duty and is going to be out for 7 days. So when it rains, it pours, man. I'm telling you. Will Fry be okay to play the game? He should be all right to start, actually, which is good news because he's been progressing really nicely now to 80 overall. But when it rains, it pours. I'm telling you. We're not getting the luck at the moment. We're not playing well. I'm all over the place. And now another injury on international duty as well. Not much is going our way at the moment, let's just say that.
Can he add to the goals he's scored already this season? He's already the top scorer in the league. What a match. And it's live.
And as we jump into our 3rd and final game today, we really need a win on the back of the international break, with Barcelona to come in just a few days' time in a penultimate game of the Champions League group stage. We now travel to the South Coast, take on Southampton at St Mary's, and right now a battle between 2 teams right now just outside of the top 4 as the Saints play a 4-2-3-1 with a really great attack. Redmond on the left, Walcott on the right, Tadic to Cam, and Gabbiadini the striker. But for our team, I'm changing the formation and the lineup as well, going to a 4-3-1-2 for this game, and this is our team. McCarthy in goal, back for Schutt, Stone, Socrates, the captain, and Bustos, with Delph, Lewis, and Barkley making a midfield trio, with Grealish to Cam, and up top together, Brereton and Kodjia, as Benteke is dropped for in the matchday squad. No wins in our last 6, 3 defeats in our last 5. We really need a win. Come on, Aston Villa, let's get it here. Nathan Redmond down the left-hand side for Southampton, gets away from Ross Barkley, continues to run at Fabricio Bustos and beats the Argentine, feeds it into Gabbiadini, Gabbiadini across, and what a save by McCarthy to deny Maya in the team on his return to St Mary's, and that is why he's worth 70 grand a week. What a save, Alex McCarthy. So second half again, still deadlocked to 0-0. Wasn't much to report in the first half, and we did basically nothing, so I've made a double change, which hopefully should help us out a little bit. Delph's coming off for Tom Kearney, and I'm also bringing on Rian Brewster for Jonathan Kodjia, who was quite anonymous in the first half, and hopefully this young striker will come through when we need him to, as Grealish finds Ben. Now we'll look for Brewster, who's broken clear. It's Rian Brewster. Oh! And I don't believe it. Once again, for the 5th time today, running through one-on-one, and I can't keep my composure. Blazing it way off target, behind and into the stands, and I've only got myself to blame. I don't understand why I can't finish right now. First, Kodjia against Rubin Kazan, then Benteke twice against Manchester United, and Bustos against Manchester United. Now Brewster against Southampton this time. Yep, there we go. There we go. I was not going to make the same mistake again. This time I was going to get it right. Rian Brewster off the bench, who has looked lively. Missed his first chance. Doesn't miss that one. Southampton 0, Aston Villa 1. And we have that breakthrough. Come on. I also pressed X on the replay by accident, so I couldn't show you that. But either way, good finish by Brewster there after the little fake shot. And there is the first goal, which we so sorely needed. And to be fair, since coming off a Kodjia at the break, he's looked so lively up there. And we like this kid an awful lot. He's been good for us last season, and this season not started off badly as well. He's looking like a real talent for the future, as are these two, Brereton, Grealish. And Jack fires at home. Southampton 0, Aston Villa 2. Two quick-fire goals from two young English talents. We double our lead, and maybe, just maybe, I don't want to jinx it, but we could be returning to winning ways, and it's the youngsters that are coming through. Great work from Brewster. Lovely through ball by Ben, and Jack takes his time and fires it into the top corner. I couldn't keep my composure against Rubin or Manchester United, but twice today I've done just what I needed to do. First Brewster, then Grealish, Southampton and Aston Villa 2. And is this the game we return to winning ways? Surely. No clean sheets in quite a few of our games, and unfortunately that's going to continue as Manolo Gabbiadini fires at home. I was just about to say, I am worried that the clean sheet's going to go there because the Saints are building a chance here and looking quite threatening, and the Italian does fire it past McCarthy, and our wait for another clean sheet is going to be extended, but is our wait for a win going to be extended? We're into stoppage time now. It should be a little too late for the Saints to come back and claim a point from 2 goals down. We should have this victory secured, and as Toby looks for Ben, this will do it if Ben can get away and cross, and it's going to deflect behind for a corner, and that should do it now. Gabbiadini does half the deficit, but it's going to be too little too late as Aston Villa will pick up their first win after a really barren run and collect a big 3 points in their bid to get their form sorted ahead of a massive clash against Barcelona in midweek in the Champions League. Final score, Southampton 1, Aston Villa 2. The change of formation does it for us. The 4-3-1-2 comes good, and the youngsters certainly come good. A big win for Aston Villa, and my word, do we need it. Obviously a little bit concerning. 2 games in a row where we failed to keep our discipline late on and thrown away a goal, but thankfully this one doesn't matter too much as we do come through and get the victory in what was quite a balanced game really. Not that many chances, but we were just a little bit more clinical. But for man of the match, no surprise, Jack Grealish for the goal and the assist, but I will shout out Ryan Brewster as well for coming off the bench and scoring, and Ben Brereton too for bagging an assist as well. All 3 of these young English talents played well, but Grealish gets the champagne as Aston Villa get the win, and that was very, very important. But that will end today's episode of Career Mode though, guys, so a big thank you for watching and hope you have enjoyed it. And if you have enjoyed today's episode, then please do drop a like. There will be no episode of Career Mode tomorrow as it's Friday afternoon, and the next episode is going to be a special episode. If you've not seen any of my Career Modes before, basically when we hit 50 or 100 in an episode, I'll make a special long episode for you featuring more games and hopefully a lot more drama as well, as we'll hopefully get ourselves through to knockout stages as we'll play our final 2 Champions League group games against Barcelona at home and Schalke away as well, plus some crucial games in the Premier League too. So thanks for watching, much love to you all. Look forward to the next episode that will be coming out on Saturday morning. Have an awesome Thursday, have a great Friday as well, and I'll see you for the next episode, the special episode number 50 on Saturday morning.